This is the 3pm Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
This is Cherry Bomb by the Runaways on our Girl Band Special. Welcome to the 3pm Takeover. It is our Girl Band Special and we are so excited to have you here with us this afternoon. And on the show today, we have a special guest, which is so exciting. Victoria, do you want to introduce our guest?
It feels more fitting that you should, but I'm more than happy to.
Oh, you go for it.
Well, this is a friend who was a friend for me, more than a friend for you. This is
How dare
your
you.
man friend.
My man friend. This is true.
Andre, who introduced me to radio. Did he introduce you to radio?
Yeah, to a degree he did.
Yeah.
So Andre is
Community
joining
radio.
us, yes, today from Triple H, the community radio station for the North Shore. So hi, Andre.
What a great introduction. Hey, girls. How are we going?
So today we thought it would be really cool to bring on a guy to the show since it is our girl band special. And I've always been really interested in how guys think about girl music, but more of that later.
Yeah, that's not this segment.
No.
We're going to keep you hanging. Got to stick around for that. But first we're going to talk about the history of girl bands and I guess female-led music. It's probably a good way of saying it because there is a distinction.
Girl groups?
Yeah, well, there is a distinction between girl groups and girl bands, which I didn't know till I was researching this, and it's important to know the difference, turns out.
No, I didn't know the difference as well.
Yeah, because universally, like, people don't really make a distinction, but apparently in music there is a very important distinction and some people
Oh,
get
there
a
you
bit,
go.
Yeah, passionate about it. So a girl group is a group of all girls, but they're like vocally driven, whilst a girl band is an all-girl band and they play instruments as well.
So, for example, the first song that we heard, which was by the Runaways, is a girl band.
Yes, because they play instruments as well as sing, whilst something like the Spice Girls would be a girl group because they all sing and none of them that I'm aware of play instruments in their songs, unless that could be like a great plot twist that I have never known about.
No, they just sing.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like
No plot twist yet.
So what would you call a hybrid then? So if you had a girl...
A band.
So no, but if you had a girl group that were very vocally driven but could all play instruments, and they all do.
It would still be a girl band, I believe.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I think. I don't know, I'm not now an expert. This is based off like
I think
what I
as
read
long
on
as
Wikipedia.
there are no men playing instruments, it's a girl band. So like
Yeah.
if they all sung but one played an instrument, I think that would be a band.
Because I think the other like well-known trope is like to have a male band and a female lead singer. But that's not a girl band. That's just like a co-ed
A band.
Just a band.
Just a
Co-ed.
band.
Just a band.
Co-ed feels right, but ed is like education.
Co-ed.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. A co-ed
Please
band.
join the... Please hear the co-ed band.
Exactly. We'll do like a co-ed special maybe. But to give you a little history about girl groups or girl bands, the first major all-female group began in the 1920s.
Was that the Shortettes?
No, it was the Hamilton sisters.
Oh, I remember
who
them.
later changed their name to the 3X sisters, and they were big from about 1923 till the early 40s. And they're important because they utilised like radio had just sort of taken off, and that's how they got really big. It says that they predicted the latest success of like girl groups because they maintained popularity through the Great Depression, which is a pretty cool thing to do.
That's
Like,
kind of cool.
yeah.
Everyone was depressed, right? There's no there's no money
cheered them
though.
up. Well, exactly. That's why it's really impressive. And then through the 30s and the 40s, like the sort of girl bands and the like tribute bands of previous girl bands. It was amazing that there were tribute bands like back then.
Tributes are big though. It's like all the girl groups in the early 2000s went back and kind of re-sung all the songs that started girl bands off in the 60s, and they redid them all. And we're going to hear one of those later, so stay tuned.
Yeah, so the mid 50s to like 1970 was like the golden age of girl groups, and they were influenced by the earlier groups, which were like a cappella and barbershop quartet, like singing inspired, but they kind of moved into more like I guess political issues like the Supremes and the quote unquote British invasion.
Yeah, there were a
like,
lot
singers.
of like race-driven
Yeah.
music in the 1970s from women.
And they influenced modern singers like Amy Winehouse and Adele, which is
Oh,
quite cool. Which
who
now
knew?
that I know that, I can hear it. And then and we jumped forward to the 1990s. Things like Destiny's Child emerged in the late 1990s, and they were ridiculously popular despite the fact that like girl groups were supposedly dying off, like the popularity of them. And then like the Pussycat Dolls sort of in the mid 2000s rolled off that, and then off that Fifth Harmony was the first girl group since the Pussycat Dolls to have a single on the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, really?
Which I didn't realise.
And then we have a couple more modern ones now. So Little Mix have just started, and they're really big.
Yeah. So they come after the Spice Girls, were sort of influenced by them. But did you know the Spice Girls were the most commercially successful British group since the Beatles.
Yes, that I did know.
I
'Cause
didn't know
used to
that.
absolutely
Wow.
love them.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, thank you. Hope's always like,
They
yeah, I
are the
know.
most after the Beatles. They are.
It makes sense, but I didn't realize that they were actually you mean? I didn't realize that was actually an actual fact, and they were like huge, and I didn't realize how much they went to. Like they had like advertisements and merchandising and album sales, and
They had
sold out
everything.
concerts and their film. I always forget they had that movie with the like really terrible special effects. Do you remember that movie?
I loved them as children because we had girl bands that were huge when we were a kid, but we did not have boy bands. But talking about modern ones, we're going to hear a little bit of Little Mix. So this is I think it was their first studio hit. Pretty sure. But anyway, this is Wings. You're listening to The Takeover.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover with Hope and Victoria and Andre.
Hey girls, how we going?
Good. We have a special guest this week. Are you enjoying it so far?
I'm having a ball, girls. It's a real privilege to be on here. It's such
Aw.
a great show.
It's so exciting.
Such a great studio as well. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
It's
great.
new for us to have
Yep.
guests.
Great.
So if you like our guest, give guests the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we won't bring any of them back.
I'm enjoying the 10 minutes so far we've had of our guests.
Yeah.
so-
Does this guest get options of the like? Because you know how you can like now, but you can give emotions as well. So you can
Yeah.
smile or
like love and wow and
yeah.
anger.
So maybe wow this guest.
Maybe don't anger face the guest. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit to our guest now because I don't know about you, Andre, but I've always had this sort of view. It's not really acceptable for men to like female singers. I feel like I don't talk to my male friends and have them say, oh, I love Katy Perry, can't wait to go to her concert, or, you know, I love, you know, whoever. I just wonder if you think that's a thing.
I feel like, though, in that sense, because I agree with that, but I think Katy Perry is probably the only exception. I know a lot of guys who are like, oh, female singers, and you'll be like, Katy Perry, they're like, oh, but Katy Perry rocks.
Yeah.
I feel like she's the exception.
There's
Maybe her aside.
There's a number of I feel there's a number of female singers that I listened to as a young adult.
Were you gonna say
An
dude?
An adolescent. I was going to say dude actually. If you remember the band Evanescence,
Yeah.
Yes.
that female lead singer was fantastic. I remember.
But that's not really... Oh, you just asked female singers. I thought you asked girl bands.
No, not necessarily. I just meant
had it into a
like
blank.
just female singers in general.
Yeah.
So whether they are girl bands or just solo artists.
Well, I know. I've been to a Paramore concert, and that was like full of dudes. Like,
Yeah.
guys love Paramore.
As a teenager though, when I was growing up, it wasn't really as socially accepted as now to like girl bands. Obviously, if you did, you know, you put your headphones on the bus, sit in the corner, and you know, you'd have your Discman on and
Play them by yourself.
When your friend comes over, like, oh, change track, and you
Your Discman?
Your Discman. What did I say?
You said Discman.
Yeah,
Discman.
Yeah, Discman.
Surely
Guys that
iPods
used to be
were around.
Discman.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
surely iPods were around by then.
Oh yeah, when I was probably in year 10.
Okay.
Year 10? Yeah.
They were only invented in like 2002.
I had a Discman.
But you literally had to sell a finger to get an iPod back then.
That's true.
It was,
Yeah,
it
great
was
point.
expensive.
Discman was the big thing because you used to make your, you know, custom albums.
Yeah.
Pop it on your computer, make your playlist, burn it to
And
a...
then if the bus goes over a
CD.
bump, it's like, whoa, skip a song.
That's right. No, but then they came out with Anti-Shock.
Yeah,
Anyway,
there was
I
it
never
too.
had one of those fancy
So
ones.
I-
I would jump around the house with it and be like, oh, I'm skipping songs.
girl bands and female artists have certainly broken in the media industry really heavily, I feel, in the last decade. You know, Spice Girls, like you said, Hope, was massive. You know, everyone liked Spice Girls, and everyone...
But I don't know if men like them.
I loved them. I thought that was fantastic.
That's really good because I feel like it's normal for women to like all male bands or just male artists. But it's not... I feel like men don't worship female singers the way that we would. You know, say, you know, girls our age and Jessie McCartney or Aaron Carter.
But that's because they're not singing to guys, they're singing to girls.
And that was my
That's
next...
the thing. Everyone sings to a female audience, whether they're
And-
guys or girls.
And when girls sing, they don't sing to guys, they sing about guys.
Yeah.
Does that
think-
make sense?
It's the demographic also the band, you know, appeals to. And it's, yeah, and like you girls both said, it's what they're singing about. You know, when you, look, I love Jesse McCartney. I think he's he's a very talented singer.
Would you say he has a beautiful soul?
I did appreciate his haircut, though. I'll give him that.
He was such a hot
But
throw.
you know, as a kid, I was growing up. I really, really appreciated, you know, punk bands and bands that were like, no, we don't care what you think. We're gonna sing about anything we want. You know, down with politics.
So definitely not girl bands. They didn't do that.
One of the biggest girl bands that I got into growing up was Paramore. I thought she was
But
fantastic.
that's not a girl band.
Well,
She's just
It's a
girl
co-ed
leader.
band.
back to the co-ed bands. In terms of female singers and artists,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What about solo female singers? Do you have anyone that comes to mind? Were you an Avril Lavigne guy,
you
for
a
instance?
Swiftie?
I was an Avril Lavigne guy. I really liked Skater Boy. That was a song that really
Who did
Yeah,
it?
everybody
was
did.
enjoyable.
Anthem, that one.
And anybody now that you particularly like?
Are you a
who's female?
Swiftie? You a Swiftie fan?
I appreciate her music, but it's not something that's on my playlist at the moment. Look, Taylor Swift is a very talented young lady, and it goes purely on her sales. However, that genre of music's not my interest.
Which
It's
is
not my
fine.
interest.
To each their own.
Yeah, look, in terms of female artists, like I said, Paramore, absolutely fantastic. And there's a few others I just can't come to mind.
They will go from your mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we want to know if you are a guy and you're out there and you listen to our show and you like female music because we're really interested. We're going to be back right after this. Welcome back to the show. You're listening to Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3. We are having our girl band special. We have Andre in the studio this afternoon. Hello.
Hello, girls. It's been great so far.
I know. It's so good to have a guest. It's exciting.
Yes,
having an extra person.
Good dance moves in that song.
Oh,
I'm
always
impressed
good
by
dance
both
moves.
of you.
Girls, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do.
Pretty good.
I'm pretty slick on the dance floor.
Or
feel
in
like-
the studio chair.
the studio.
I feel like from memory, Hope, that song came on your 21st and the dance floor was filled with people. And we
Most
were loving
likely.
it.
I love that song. I love
That
Spice
or
Girls.
was Wannabe. I can't remember which song came
All
on.
the girls kicked off. I was there that day. All the girls kicked off their shoes, and all the boys, undid one button. And
That's when things get a bit
they-
wild.
It was crazy, guys.
some hips started to bump. It was getting really good.
Oh, that sounds so ancient. Hips bumping. My goodness. Anyway, so we are talking all things girl band on the show this afternoon, and I thought we would hit it up with a quiz.
I love a good quiz.
We know that our listeners love quizzes.
I'm
we
down
love
for
them
quizzes.
too. So
You're not going to beat me, though.
Well,
How do you even, guys? We don't even know who's playing yet. Hold your horses.
I want to be playing.
Okay.
And whoever I'm versing, I'm going to beat. And
So what is going to happen here is you two are going to verse each other.
called it
Per se.
you did.
Okay,
You did.
but this is what's going to happen. So I'm going to ask you the question, and each question has 4 options. Okay? So once I have finished reading out the 4 options, and not before, even if you know it, then you can call out your name.
Oh, what?
And I'll pick the person who called out the name first if you know the answer. And then you'll find out whether you were right or not at the end.
My name's longer. That's not fair.
You can say Tori.
I don't want to say Tori.
Well,
my
then
name's
you're
Victoria.
You'll lose then. No, I don't know.
Yeah, my name has significantly less letters than yours, so I'm in
Andre. Victoria.
certainly.
But if I start
happy
first.
bandits.
But it's who starts their name
Yeah,
first, not
okay.
who finishes their name first.
So I could just go because I started my name. Doesn't work like that.
No, you have to finish saying your
Yeah.
name. All right, question number 1. Which best-selling 90s girl group eventually won an Album of the Year Grammy? Your options are TLC, Destiny's Child, Dixie's Chicks, or Wilson Phillips.
Andre, Destiny's Child.
All right.
If he's wrong, do I get to guess?
No, you have to guess now.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Was Dixie Chicks was the one with that Mountainside song, wasn't it?
Yes.
I feel like I want to say they won. I have a very strong feeling. I feel like I remember watching them give an acceptance speech and me being like, you only have one popular song.
See, I remember.
Because that song was so popular when I was younger.
I remember Destiny's Child and TLC being massive in the 90s. So
Alright.
I was leaning between those two.
Why don't you remember your answers and then we will suss it out at the end.
Oh, what? I'm not going to remember what I said.
Question number 2. Which girl group collaborated with NSYNC on a hit single? Was it Destiny's Child, Blake, Total, or 702?
Victoria. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm just going to guess. 702?
Andre, can you say the options again?
Yeah. Destiny's Child, Blake or Black, I don't know, Total, or 702?
I'm going to say Andre.
Yep.
I'm going to say Blake or Black. Blake.
It's spelt like plaque, but with a B. So Black.
Black.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were clearly really popular and really well known.
You knew everything about
But
them.
if it's spelled like plaque, it'd be Black.
Well,
Could it be?
depends if you say plaque or plaque. It's really all confusing.
If you're from that band, can you please write in and tell us how
Tell
to
us what it
pronounce
is.
your band name?
Question number 3. What is not the title of an En Vogue album? Funky Divas, Born to Sing, Loving This Life, or Soulflower?
Victoria, I think it's Born to Sing was not. That seems a bit too meta to be like, we're singing and it's called singing.
Imagine calling an album Born to Sing. That's horrible. Question number 4.
Wait, Andre hasn't given his answer.
Oh,
My buzzer was broken. I was telling you.
okay.
Andre, I'm going to go with option C.
You don't remember what it is, do you?
No.
Loving This Life.
Loving This Life. Oh, who would sing about that?
That sounds like such a girl band song title, like
It
album
does.
title.
That's the most obvious one. Okay.
Andre.
Finish.
Obvious one.
Question 4. Finish the lyric from 702's smash hit, Where My Girl's At. Where my girl's at, from the front to the back, well, it is you feelin' that. Well, you can't take it back, or from the front to the back, I could use a snack, or
It's definitely that one.
or put one hand up.
Andre,
Yep.
put one hand up.
Victoria,
think-
I'm going to say it's the repeat of from the front to the back.
So
Go
where
with
my
a
girl's
snack.
at, from the front to the back.
I want to say snack because I'm like, if I was writing a song, I'd be like, guys, let's talk about snacks.
Okay, so Victoria thinks it's where my girl's at, from the from the front to the back.
Yep.
Well, it is you feelin' that, from the front to the back.
Yeah, that feels like bad. It
Imagine
could work.
imagine writing the lyrics so when they pop up with I want to get a snack and they just think, genius. Let's keep that.
This is you were looking
musical
for the
genius.
rhyme. Okay, question 5. Salt and Pepper has 3 members. Salt, Pepper, and who else? DJ Shaker, DJ Spinderella, or Shoop Sister?
Victoria,
Yes.
I don't know, but I really want to be DJ Shaker because it's the best collective pun I think I've heard in about 10 years.
It is. DJ Shaker's good one. What about If it was just the
that's
in the
good as
middle.
well.
DJ Shaker, that is a good one.
Andre,
Yep.
do you see my hand buzzing?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep. I'm going to go,
Okay.
salt, pepper.
Would you say salt and
Salt-
pepper is one of those things that makes you go,
Question 6. The album Hormonally Yours comes from which UK girl group? Shakespeare's Sister, Sweet Sensation, Spice Girls, or Sugar Babes?
Andre, I'm going to go Sugar Babes.
Hormonally Yours.
Just
Victoria, I'm going to say it's Shakespeare's Sister just because that's hilarious.
But Sugar Babes have always brought out really, humorous and quirky.
Music
Have
and
they?
titles.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yep.
But I don't know. I haven't heard of that one.
Hormonally yours. That's good.
We'll
I'm
find
gonna
out.
write that down.
Which TLC song became the group's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart? Was it Waterfalls, Creep, Ain't Too Pound to Beg, or No Scrubs?
Andre, what was option C again? That sounded the funniest.
Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
Yep. No. Oh no. I thought it was ain't too pound to beg.
No, Proud.
I'm going option C.
What were the first two options again?
I've committed to
Waterfalls and Creep.
I'm going to say creep.
Creep. All right, we're talking about TLC's #1 hit on the
Isn't
top
creep
Billboard
that
100.
Radiohead song?
it. It might be. I don't
mean,
know.
not that it's like once a song title's been used, no other band can ever use it again. I know that, but anyway.
Okay. Total's biggest hit, Trippin', featured which female rapper?
Is that tripping with an apostrophe? There's no
Yes.
G? Cool, yeah.
Little Kim, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, or Foxy Brown?
Victoria, I'm just going to assume it's Missy Elliott
Missy Elliott?
because she was amazing. And
Andre,
she
I keep doing the hand thing.
You do.
I was going to go the same thing. Missy
Okay.
Elliott. Yep.
But you
true.
can't because I already dibsed it. You got to pick someone else.
Nope, you can share.
What?
Which
Sharing is caring.
number
I didn't know
9?
we were allowed to share.
Which
Then
member?
why are we buzzing in as fast as we can if we're sharing answers anyway?
Andre, let it get to the question.
Victoria, this system doesn't make sense.
The system got changed in the middle. Which member of the Spice Girls did not have a #1 solo in the UK? Was it Victoria Beckham, Emma Bunton, Jerry Halliwell, or Melanie Brown?
Andre, it's Victoria Beckham.
Okay, you got in there
Victoria,
fast.
I agree. Mainly because I got lost halfway through the question.
No,
I was like,
you
oh,
can't-
Spice Girls. And I was like, oh, that's my name, Victoria.
share answers.
You shared my answer. We can share these two.
Awesome.
Question 10. What song did Wilson Phillips Hold On dethrone from the top of the Billboard Hot 100 in 1990? So essentially, which song did it take over from?
Okay.
Was it Paula Abdul's Opposites Attract, Janet Jackson's Escapade, Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You, or Madonna's Vogue?
Victoria, I think it's. I don't know. I just wanted to get in before you. I don't even know what year any of those came out. I'm going to say Sinead O'Connor's Nothing.
I thought Sinead O'Connor came out like more like 1994, 1995 actually.
Andre, I'm going to go McDonald's Vogue.
I thought that was 80s though.
Vogue
wasn't
was
it?
in the 80s, I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to go it anyway. Just because.
Stick to your guns. Why not?
Yep.
Okay, what does SWV stand for? Singers with Venom, Soul with Vibrations, Sisters with Voices, or Sarah Wendy Victoria?
Victoria, I think it's Sisters with Voices.
Sounds plausible.
Andre, was one of them Sisters with Vibrations?
No, it was Souls with Vibrations.
Oh, yeah. Souls with Vibrations sounds good.
It's a bit too deep for a band. Girl band or boy
No,
band.
but there's plenty of bands that are deep.
Maybe. Last
Like
question.
feelings deep.
Name the group responsible for the pop hit C'est la vie. Was it All Saints, Bewitched, Seduction, or Jane?
Andre, Bewitched. I definitely know that one because I was singing it a couple of days ago.
Did you?
No, I know it. It's
so
definitely Bewitched.
Well,
if I'm wrong, that's going to be horrible.
You are going to
hilarious.
hear the quiz results right after this. We'll be back after Destiny's Child.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. A little bit of Pussycat Dolls and Destiny's Child to get you even more in the mood of girl bands / girl groups. And we were just discussing over that song how suggestive the Pussycat Dolls songs were.
I like that's a good use of words.
Even
for
the fact that they're
Suggestive.
called the
Suggestive.
Pussycat Dolls.
Too much hip
Even that.
thrusting.
Yeah,
that's
too much hip
suggesting.
thrusting. But like, I remember when they first became really popular, I was like, I can't listen to this. It's too raunchy. Like,
It was such great music though, because it was like bad but not too bad. That we could
Yeah.
listen to it when we were 12, however old
and
we were.
it was also slightly like girl powerish that like girls could sing about this and it was okay for them to say it. Yeah.
All the-
I know.
I remember all the girls in school when I was growing up, they were all like, oh, I listened to Pussycat Dolls.
They were like the next coolest thing.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
that, we had Destiny's Child, who are also great. Beyonce in her early days, kind of the big thing before Pussycat Dolls. Weren't you saying that before?
Yeah, so Destiny's Child had a lot of, I think they had 9 number 1 hits, and then I think it was
Wow.
Pussycat Dolls were the like only group after that to actually have like a song on the Billboard Top 40, and then after that was who we said before,
Little Mix.
Little Mix, no, Fifth Harmony.
Oh yeah,
I think it was
okay.
Fifth Harmony, whichever was the American group. I can't keep up.
I forget about those guys. But anyway, right before this,
Yeah, so I like this is fun chat, but I'm busting to know who won the quiz. You got to give us answers.
You're about to find out. So we were doing a girl band quiz before we heard that music. So we're going to go over a couple of the answers and we'll see which one of you is the girl band master. Okay, so the first question about the album of the year was Dixie Chicks.
Oh yes,
I didn't-
1 point for Victoria.
in your face,
I was out.
reflected on a mountain.
Ah, it's all over my face. Get it
Exactly.
off. Yeah.
But then after that, we have one for Andre. The group collaboration with NSYNC was Black.
Oh, no, or
Block.
Block. Or Block.
Block.
They still
Whatever
haven't
they're
written in
called.
to tell us how to pronounce their
Yep.
band name. How rude.
Good on you, Block.
Blanc.
True. Andre is also a winner with the title of an En Vogue album, which is Loving This Life. That's not an album.
Yes.
There is an album called Born to Sing.
Hope, can we just get a score check right now? Just in case.
Okay, it's
No, we
2-1.
can't.
Ah, yes. See my fingers? That's how I'm counting.
Yeah,
our
you see
scores.
mine?
Okay, number 4, the lyrics. Where my girls at from the front to the back. Well, is you feeling that? Well, put one hand up.
Yes.
Andre in the house. Well done. Okay, question number 5. Salt and Pepper and DJ Spinderella.
I was so confident.
Neither of
I
you.
think you're wrong. I still think it's
Featuring DJ Shaker.
Okay, are you keeping track of your scores?
Yes, it's not hard for me.
That
does
might
it
be
count?
about to change. Hormonally Yours is an album from Shakespeare's sister.
Nice.
I was joking when I gave that answer, but it's right.
And the TLC song that became the first number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 was Creep.
Ah,
Victoria.
nice.
That was me.
That was you, so it's 3-all.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Which female rapper was part of Total's biggest hit, Trippin'? That was Missy Elliott.
Yes, we
4-all.
both got that
Yes.
one.
Very
yeah.
good.
Nice
That's the
job.
Ties
one
for
we
that
shared.
one.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
Also ties for Spice Girls. Victoria Beckham does not have a solo single.
Nice. 5-all.
She just did everything else like fashion and beauty and modeling.
Didn't they come out the other week and say that she didn't even have her microphone on because she's a terrible singer? That was in
Oh,
the news.
really?
That was in the
I
news
heard
like
about
2
that.
weeks ago.
I did
that
hear
she's-
about that, yeah.
that she's like is a terrible singer and apparently they never had her microphone
Because
on.
growing up, it was amazing to have someone be like in the spotlight and like in a girl band so prominent with the name Victoria.
Yeah.
So it makes you so sad that she like was there but not really there.
But it
It makes me really
O-
upset.
Obviously, in the song, they would have had their own little solos. I remember her solos being quite good.
Well, apparently not.
Oh.
But anyway.
Well, apparently not.
Okay, what song did Wilson Phillips hold on dethrone in 1990? That was Vogue, Madonna. Which I totally thought was from the 80s.
I thought it was from the 80s. Maybe I just think
Okay.
I just assumed Madonna
Girl
from the
band
80s.
master.
Even though Madonna is like still releasing
Yeah.
stuff. But anyway, SWV stands for Sisters with Voices.
Oh, that was me.
That
Nice,
was you.
nice job.
Yes.
Victoria. Very
None
well
of
done.
these souls business.
Sisters with vibrations. Yes.
And the last one, name the group responsible for the pop hit C'est La Vie. That was Bewitched.
Yes.
Well done. So did you beat me by 1 point?
I did.
Oh,
Just
that's so close.
one.
That's better than me losing by like 4.
No. It was
one.
Which is normally how I lose
that
against
last
everyone.
one though. I know the song really well, actually. So-
You were like busting to answer.
My
As
head
if-
was whacking
Yeah,
the
you were
buzzer.
like, oh my gosh.
Bewitched are a great group. They sung so many hits for movies.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
Like Bring It On.
Oh, yeah.
What a
They
great,
sung that main song.
what a great flick. Bring It On's really good.
Yeah, it is a good movie. But guys, I have a question.
Bring it on. So good.
I have a question for both of you.
yes.
If
I mean, do we have to buzz in?
I
No.
was just thinking that.
no buzzing in required on this one. So, Andre, just discounting the fact that you are male, just
Yes.
for this one moment,
All right.
if you two were to form girl bands / girl groups, well, first off, would you form a girl band or a girl group, and who would you have in it, Victoria?
Well, look, I could pull a Spice Girls Victoria Beckham thing and not sing in mine because I'm not a great singer. So this is good to know this is an option. I don't know. Are we meant to pick like singers that already exist?
Yeah, they can be.
Or could we just add ourselves into an existing girl band?
No, you can't add yourself in. You have to. It's like a build a band.
So you're
Build
like
a
a
build a band.
so
Build a
you're like
band.
a manager and you're hand-picking talent.
Build a band. But you have to
Oh.
be in the band too.
Yep. And have a
Okay,
band.
I want Dami in there.
Dami Eam.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice pick, actually.
Thank you.
Well
yeah,
done.
Thank you. Oh heavens, now I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick all people who have like been in Eurovision.
That sounds like a good combination. Anyone?
I'll get like Loreen from Sweden a couple of years ago.
Oh, she was good.
Who else has sung that I've really enjoyed? Can I have Conchita?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, have Conchita. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
He counts. She
Um,
counts.
They.
They
Let's be
count.
gender neutral. I don't know who else.
Andre, who would you pick?
That's three of us. I'm gonna think. You.
All right.
You
I would-
tag out.
I would tag out. Wait, clap. There
That
we
was
go.
terrible. We can't reach across this desk.
Mental clap.
Yep.
Excellent. I'd definitely take Avril Lavigne. I just love her voice.
Oh,
absolutely.
She is good.
I'd absolutely take Avril Lavigne. Now, let's jump back a bit. 10 things I hate about you. That band,
Cheap Trick.
Oh,
Cheap Trick. I would take.
yeah.
I would take the lead singer from Cheap Trick as well.
Nice.
She's kinda cool.
She's very, very cool. I really like that band, Cheap Trick. Very, very cool. Girl singer, definitely Dami. She's just.
She's already in my band.
Oh, so I can't. So we can't.
No, you can double cross.
Well, it depends on. We'll let Dami choose.
No, it's true.
See if she wants
Who
to
would you
timeshare.
choose?
So I'll take that back. So definitely the girl from
you can-
the
we
singer
can have
from Cheap
Dami.
Trick.
We can share her.
Avril Lavigne. And look,
Oh, can I? I want Hayley Williams in mine actually.
She's a
from
Paramore.
Yeah.
Paramore, I was
I-
just going to say that
yeah.
just then.
You reminded me of that by the
Hayley
Cheap Trick
Williams,
girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I would do more of a girl band, not a girl group, because there's not many girl bands now. There's lots of groups and lots of solo artists, not many bands.
That's true. Get them all together. I think if I had a band, I would have.
Well, no one asked you, so.
Well, I'm asking myself
hope.
here. I would have Beyonce in mine because I love Beyonce.
But aren't you a little bit scared that she'll like break you guys up and just restart her solo career?
Nope. I'd have.
If
all sorts-
history's going to repeat
all
itself,
sorts
it's not
of
going to
straightas in there.
fare well for you.
So I put Gwen Stefani in there
Depends,
too.
are you going to be
Nice pick.
Are you going to be Kelly or the other girl that no one can remember from Destiny's Child?
It sounds horrible. I actually don't know the singer's name.
Nobody knows. And then I would.
horrible.
I'd put Christina Aguilera in there.
Ooh, good pick.
Maybe Adele. I'd put everybody in there.
Adele would just be fun on tour.
She would.
Like I'd put her in just so she'd be there.
Actually, you know who I would put in? I'd put in Jessie J because I feel like she's a really good team player and her voice kind of would blend with anybody.
Tell you who I'd love in my band? Pink. She would be fantastic.
Oh, I forgot about Pink.
She would be absolutely
I like her new song.
a boss.
You realise a lot of the people we named actually did collaborate together. They got together for Moulin Rouge.
Oh, they did. That's right.
So a lot of those people that we just mentioned have collaborated together and obviously were like super incredible.
I have a question for
That's the
both of you
thing.
now.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to mashups with artists where people have just, put them together their
Yes.
songs? Do you just imagine and just think, imagine that on stage live?
Yes.
That would just be incredible.
What, like where DJs blend lots of songs into each
Yes.
other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just imagine a live mashup on stage like that where all those random artists come together. That would be incredible. Watching it live.
Imagine if you bought a ticket to go see a band and that just happened.
All
and
of a
you're-
sudden.
and your brain would just
Everybody
implode.
was on there.
You'd be like, oh my God, that's
Didn't
incredible.
that happen with Kanye West? Wasn't he part of a song that became really, really popular on the charts? And didn't he just come in and just do his bit?
Probably.
Maybe.
That
Look,
sounds like him.
I don't
Yeah.
love Kanye, so I don't follow his news or his music.
But anyway, we want to know.
That
we
sounds
want you-
really like jaded about him, but he kind of annoys me. So if something comes up in the news about him, I will be like, ugh, and scroll past it.
Write on our Facebook page who you would want to be in your girl group / girl band, and we will have a look at who you think, and we might read it out next week on air. So stay tuned. This is the Sugar Babes with Red Dress. Welcome back. You're listening to the 3pm Takeover. This is our girl band special, and we have come to the end of our show. We've come to our one segment that is not about girl bands, sadly, unless you know a girl band from Terry Hills.
That's right. We are doing our suburb focus. I have to slip them every week.
So the most exciting thing about Terry Hills is we are actually in Terry Hills now. So Terry Hills is the home of our very own Radio Northern Beaches station. So that is the most important thing about the suburb, clearly.
It is. We're so meta. We're like in the place that we're talking about now.
I know, isn't that so exciting? And then we're going to get to our home suburbs at some point later. So Terry Hills was formerly part of Warringah Council.
Oh, formally.
Now we just have one council.
I'm so sad that the council amalgamation happened like before we finished Suburb
It ruined
Focus.
Suburb Focus for us. But anyway, so it's part of the forest area. It's home to just under 3,000 people, so pretty small.
How many horses? Do you have a census of the horses?
Probably like 7,000.
Okay,
At
cool.
least like 2.5 horses a person. You know when they do statistics?
least.
And it's like every family has 3.5 children approximately. And you're
I
like,
hate that because didn't like all these awkward half
how
children walking
how does
around.
this happen? But anyway, the name comes from the founders of the suburb, Samuel Hills and Obadiah Terry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just assumed it was someone Terry, and I was just like, I mean, it's not that hilly, but I get that there's a couple of up and down roads. Oh my gosh, my mind is exploding.
Sorry, I'm just surprised none of you are commenting on Obadiah.
That's what I was going to say. Obadiah. Samuel Hills and
I've heard
Obadiah Terry.
I've heard that name before.
I haven't.
Really?
No.
Imagine Obadiah Hills.
So
That sounds quite cool.
Why isn't that what it's called?
So they were granted the land. They acquired it in
And I'm sorry,
1881.
it's someone's last name. It's not because the area is hilly. I am like in shock right now. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not because the area is
Sorry,
hilly.
acquired the land 1887.
So if I mentioned Castle Hill, are you surprised that there's actually no castle there?
Ha 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 ha. No.
Or any hills.
Obadiah.
No. Obadiah Hills.
The area is best known for the development of laterite, which is a red clayish substance that develops on the traditional sandstone that's around in the area. So as of late last year, suburbs of Terry Hills are now geoheritage listed because of that. So it's the only suburb in the
Not because someone
in the
called Obadiah
peninsula
formed it.
in the peninsula with geoheritage listing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
pretty
pretty
cool.
So the area was also very popular and populated with Aboriginals prior to European settlement. So there are a number of rock carvings that can be found around, particularly near Larule Road, which I think is just further down as you enter Duffy's Forest.
Which you guys should know everything about because we talked about that last week.
We did.
Patrick Duffy, was it?
Patrick Duffy.
Yeah.
If you missed the show last week, make sure you hit up our SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/the3pm Takeover, and catch up with our latest shows.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm well informed in the knowledge of Duffy's Forest now. Yep.
I know, you know all of it. It's pretty good.
All good.
Another thing, so for Terry Hills, it's also always been known for its vast array of schools.
And horses.
Well, horses, yes, but schools, including a public primary school,
Horse schools?
2 private Christian schools, the German and Japanese international schools, and 2 alternative education schools. So it's very popular here. And as we know, the suburb is also home to one of Sydney's only major weather bureaus, which was built here about 8 years ago, designed as a giant golf ball in the middle of the golf course.
Oh.
And so the suburb Terry Hills now appears on national news as a weather point, which is really exciting.
I've been to that driving range. This is my only fact about Terry Hills. I've been to the driving range there. Yep. You and you both used to work up there.
We did. Andre and I
Yeah.
both used to work in Terry Hills.
The swim school
we
with the
did.
little running duck with the goggles on.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that brings back memories.
I
doesn't
know,
it?
a long time ago.
Yeah.
now.
And there's a good fruit shop up there. I'm running out of facts that I know about Terry Hills.
I like Terry Hills for its golf. I've certainly always come here
I've only been there
to play
once.
golf. And of course, the Terry Hills Tavern, a massive local hangout for
Yeah,
all,
tavern.
certainly for all forest residents, if not a lot of beaches residents.
Yeah, it's good for when you've like kind of you're older than 18, so you don't want to go to Manly anymore. Also, it's far away from the forest area, and you're like, let's just hit up the tavern.
Yeah, tavern
Many
is a
a
great
Friday
place for
night
that.
with friends was spent there. Yeah.
Many a night in general at the tavern.
I'm not quite as crazy as that, Hope.
What can I say? But anyway, we have reached the end of the show. Andre, thank you for coming on.
Girls, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It was
It's been
lovely
fantastic.
to have a guest.
Yeah.
And let us know whether you liked having a guest on the show. We may just bring one back next time we do a special, which will be in another 4 weeks.
Can I make a request?
What, that for yourself to be the guest?
Well, now that you've mentioned it, I yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Just subtle self-plug.
Yeah,
Hey
well,
guys,
you know, I do feel that I'm a wealth of knowledge when
What
it
can we
comes
say?
to just particular radio specials.
It's true, but alluding to that, we do
be great for
take
when we,
suggestions for our special. So let us
bands,
know,
guys.
let us know what you would like for our next special, and we will pick one of your ideas.
Yeah. Otherwise, have an excellent week, and we're gonna end it up with this song was so prominent in my formative years. Please enjoy "The Tide Is High" by Atomic Kitten. We will see you next week. See you for the repeat on Friday.
Oh yeah, 3 p.m.
Yeah, 3 p.m. on Friday.
Same place, same time.
Otherwise, have a great one. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.